Hello garden friends. So I'm at Home Depot Garden Center and oh my goodness, all of their vegetable starts have arrived. I cannot believe it. I better get a shopping cart. Beautiful lavender for $21.98. The bees are out now, so this would be perfect timing. Don't you just love the little purple pots? It's so fitting. And over here, beautiful primroses. These are in larger pots. I'm gonna go inside and get the smaller ones. These are $9.98 each, and it looks like there's a couple plants in each container, but yeah, I'm gonna go inside, but I just wanted to quickly show you what they have out here. Candy Tuft for $9.98. I've grown this before, and it spreads about 3 feet wide and 2 feet tall. It's a wonderful plant that the pollinators love. Look at those beautiful violas. They're $7.98, which isn't too bad. And over here we have the ranunculus. They add so much color to the garden, and these come back every year. Oh my goodness, look what we have. Lots of vegetables, strawberries and romaine lettuce. Now, I don't have to buy any strawberries because mine made a whole bunch of babies. So I'll just plant the ones I already have. Rosemary, this grows like a weed. That can get very, very big. Oh, broccoli for $5.98 each. But also this would be a great time to plant seeds. And we have more lettuce over here for $5.98 each. You know, this is very early, so may I suggest just buying a package of seeds for $2 or $3 and plant your own. Look at those beautiful strawberries. I hope nobody picks those. I certainly won't. But they are tempting, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful plant. $9.98 for hostas, and these will be coming up very soon. They definitely add so much color to a garden without depending on flowers. The foliage alone of hostas are what's attractive. I have a guacamole, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it looks like we have some tomatoes and jalapeno peppers. These are the Early Girl tomatoes for $3.33 each. Some chili peppers. I guess these do pretty good in this cooler weather, so that's why they're selling them first. It is a little early. Ooh, artichokes. I've never been able to grow these, but I've always wanted to. I just don't have the space for these. This is a green globe artichoke, so this does better in hotter climates like mine for $22.98. I know people think that artichokes only do good along the coast, but there's different kinds of artichokes. So the green globe does okay in the heat. And look at these beautiful clematis. I love these. They're $14.98 each. And bare root lilacs. Oh, the lilacs are only $12.98. I think $14.98 for these clematis are pretty good. I've grown these before and they do really well for me. And over here we have some blueberry vines and honeyberry. They're $12.98 each. Some of these I've never heard of them. And raspberries over here, all $12.98. And we also have some gooseberries for $12.98 each. Just like grapevines, there's red grapes and there's green grapes. I guess the same goes for gooseberries. Some cauliflower, some broccoli, and all these plants are $3.98 each. And some bunching onions. Now, when you come to the big box stores, you should always look inside because chances are, oh, there's 4 plants for $3.98. That's pretty good. What I was gonna say is sometimes when there's only 1 plant in a container, a lot of times there's actually 3. But these are little 4 cell packs, so it's kind of like the same thing. And cabbage over here with some kale and broccoli. All of them are $3.98 each. And that's pretty good because there's 4 plants. They're these little 4-cell packs. And also Brussels sprouts. I love that all the packs are 4 packs this year. That's like $1 a plant for $3.98. Okay, now I can demonstrate to you about the single pots. If you notice, there's 3 plants inside here. See, 3 plants. So you could separate those before you plant them in their forever home. I'm actually here to get potting soil for my whiskey barrels. So let me just pick this up real quick and then I'll show you what else they have in the store. The Miracle-Gro in the yellow bag is my favorite, and it's only $14.47 for 2 cubic feet. Wow, the prices have really come down. Last year and the year before, these were $17, $18 a bag. So that's a $5 difference. All the cyclamen is on sale, 10% off. They're regularly priced for $5.78 for each container. These do so well in this cooler weather. I will probably pick up a few of these for my fairy garden. I really like this dainty pink color. It's like pink ballerina. Beautiful hyacinth plants for $5.98 each. And these are so fragrant. These come up from little bulbs just like tulips and daffodils. And they usually come back for you if you take care of the bulb right. And we have some tulips. It looks like there's 2 or 3 tulips in each container, and they're $5.98 each. I love the yellow color. We also have red tulips. And these like full sun. I guess it depends on your climate. And there's 2 red tulips in each container for $5.98. And more candy tuff. I would recommend getting the smaller one for only $6.98. These grow super fast and they bloom every spring. These will spread out for you like I mentioned earlier. Here's the pink cordyline I have in my cactus corner. I love mine. And they do get big, but it won't get big for a couple years. These make a great centerpiece in a pot. You know how like you have a thriller, a filler, and a spiller? I use the pink cordyline as my thriller. All the succulents look really healthy. Let's see how much they are. They're $9.98 each. I don't always know too much about succulents. I just know that I love them and I grow them. And they do make flowers too that the pollinators absolutely love. Succulents are underrated. A lot of people overlook these. These are aloe veras. They kind of get a little prickly with kids. Those are $24.98. But succulents do flower. And they're just so low maintenance, very easy to take care of. But some of them can be prickly, so you need to keep that in mind if you have small children or grandchildren like I do. And these are called kangaroo paws. I've grown those before in yellow. They also make this color and a pink. They're $24.98 each, and they're super fun. I loved mine. And I believe these are called cordylines. I also have this color besides the pink one. And these can get very tall too. They almost look like little palm trees. But that won't happen for a couple years. They make really nice thrillers. And they pair really well with this chartreuse green ornamental grass. Again, it's a great way to add color and texture to your garden without relying on flowers. Okay, here are some more of those kangaroo paws I was telling you about. There's also some orange ones. I think I like those colors better. Mine were yellow. I don't see the yellow ones. And I guess they're called kangaroo paws for obvious reasons. They look like paws. More cyclamen down this aisle. There's so many of them. How could you not pick up a couple, right? Look at these. These are new this year. They're white, but then they have little pink tips, like little ballerina slippers. They're just so pretty and dainty. And these are all $5.78 each. Primroses are such a great way to add an instant pop of color to your winter garden. Even if you're in the snow or your spring hasn't started yet, if you just put a couple primroses in pots and keep them like in a patio or a front porch, it's a great way to just kind of cheer you up and brighten up these winter blues when we're all so longing for spring, especially with the challenging weather most of the United States has been experiencing this year. Now, when picking out primroses or any annuals for that matter, I always go for the one that has buds that have yet to open. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't have a lot of flowers that are already blooming. You want to look for what's ahead. If I get one that has a ton of flowers, but there's no new buds, then that's not going to last as long. So I always want to get one that looks promising. See all those new buds? That's going to last a little longer. Now, remember when we were in the store and I told you the prices came down for this 2 cubic foot bag? Well, I realize that it's no longer 2 cubic feet. The bags are now 50 quarts, which is like 1.6 cubic feet. So maybe they're making them smaller to make people think that the price is good. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out because I was mistaken. They're no longer 2 cubic feet. And I did get some cyclamen to plant in my fairy garden. Thanks for watching, my friends.